For years, I streamed to 0 viewers. It was only after I started applying the tips in this video that I started to grow. Getting out of the 0 to 3 viewer average is the hardest hurdle to get over as a small starting streamer. But if you apply the knowledge that I'm going to give you in this video, then you too will be able to see real growth. Welcome back, my friends. My name is PSYRIK, and today we'll be talking about how to grow your stream into a full-time career. Now, that could be on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook gaming, something else. It really doesn't matter. These tips apply to all of them. I'm sure by now that you've probably heard that only 0.01% of streamers ever make it to a full-time income. And while that's probably true, I'm here to give you a little bit of hope, because probably 97% of those people either A, don't try, or B, don't know the key ingredients that you need to have a successful stream. So if you want to grow, I need you to put on your figurative chef hat and clean out your kitchen, because I'm about to give you 6 ingredients that you can use to cook up a successful live stream. That metaphor was awful, but I have one more before we actually start with the tips. Keep in mind that this is not the end-all be-all surefire way to a full-time career. Think of these tips as rock climbing gear, and at the top of the cliff, you have a full-time streaming career. Now, the rock climbing gear makes it a lot easier, especially if you've never done it before. But you will still have to put in the effort for learning how to rock climb, physically training, so that way you can make it up physically, and as well as doing it, actually climbing up the rocks. It will be a really hard journey. It'll be a lot of hard work. It'll take a lot of time and sacrifice, but the view at the top will be worth it. I go more into depth in almost everything in this video, at least somewhere on my channel, so I will do my best to place a card in the top right corner when it is relevant. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. I respond to every single question, or if you prefer to ask me live, I go live on Twitch. You can find a link in the description below. There I'll chat with you guys, answer your questions, have discussions, play games. It's Twitch, you know the deal. So starting off with tip number 1, treat your content like a business. You will need to invest a lot of time, effort, and money into it if you want a good chance of seeing success come out of it. And like most businesses, you won't be an overnight success. It could take months or even years before you start to see a return on your invested time and money. One tip that actually really helped me is looking up questions that I can ask myself when I'm starting a business. So I think if you Google questions for starting my business on Google, you will get back a bunch of articles that'll all have questions on them that you can relate to you and your content and your stream and your videos. And you'll have a more defined and clear picture for how you want to move forward with your content and grow and succeed. And like a business, you'll also need to find a brand that sticks out and is unique to you. Visuals and channel art can do a great job of this, but that is not the only thing that there is. Think of McDonald's. Some of the first things that come to mind are probably red, yellow, golden arches logo or McDonald's sign, and cheap food. But branding yourself can actually go a really long way when trying to stand out in a sea of millions of streamers. If you want help for how to brand yourself, be sure to hit the sub button down below. I will be doing a video on this very, very soon. So, tip number 2, remember when I said that you might need a little bit of financial investment into this? Well, if you really want a successful stream, you're probably going to need some starting gear. And that would be a mic, a webcam, and lights. There should be a card up in the corner for a video on how to get all of this for about $100 or less. So the reason you'll want a mic, and I would get a mic first. Out of all of this stuff, start with the mic, because your audio is the most important. Anybody in production or video will be able to tell you this. Audio is the most important thing. Nothing is more off-putting to the human brain when you're watching something than for the audio to be horrible. If the video is bad, they can keep you up in the background or at least still chat to you, but if your audio is bad, then they probably won't stick around at all. In 2021, streaming is all about connecting with the streamer, which is why a face cam is so important. It makes a huge difference when the audience is trying to connect with you, and whether you want to use your phone, a webcam, or an actual camera, there are options for every single price range. Get a camera, get a face cam, let your viewers connect with you. And once you have this, you will need lights. Lights are criminally underrated. I actually did a video on a $20 ring light, and is that good enough to stream? And hint, yes it is. If you want to see what it looks like, another card will be up in the corner. But this was a $20 ring light in a really crappy packaging that I found at Hobby Lobby that I think was meant for like makeup or something. But it worked wonders with my old C920 webcam. A webcam with lights looks better than a full $1,000 camera that doesn't have lights. It's super important. Please get a light. Tip number 3. You'll be investing a lot of your time into this, so make sure that you are not wasting your time and that you are putting your time into the right places. One of the biggest mistakes that you can make is spend all of the time that you have allocated for content and put all of that towards streaming. That is a massive waste of time. You will not see growth. Streaming is not a reliable way to grow because nobody just browses through live streams. And if they do, it takes forever to find the ones all the way at the bottom of the list. And I get it, streaming is fun, but there's next to no growth for it. So how do you actually grow your live stream? Well, you need to make content on more discoverable platforms, such as YouTube. I recommend that every streamer start a YouTube channel, and not just for like Twitch clips or gameplay, but actually make things that people either want to watch or are searching for. I just did a video, I think it's my previous video on the channel, which is 27 tips for starting a YouTube channel. Start there. That'll be a great place for you to start with learning what you need to do. What kind of channel do you want to make? What mistakes should you watch out for? How to make enticing thumbnails. And once you start doing YouTube and once you've done it for a while and start building a community, then you can bring the viewers from YouTube over to Twitch. Out of everything in this video, this will be your biggest source of growth, tangible growth, where you see the viewer increase. When I first kind of soft rebooted my stream at the beginning of 2021, I actually dropped streaming altogether for 3 months just to do YouTube videos. And when I came back to my stream, I went from having 0 to 3 viewers on average at best to 5 to 8 viewers. Yes, it is a lot of work. It'll be more work than anything else in this video, but it'll also lead to the most gains as well. If you feel like you're learning a lot, go ahead and let me know by hitting the like button, but we are going to move on to number 4, and that is to move the content from streaming and YouTube and redistribute it to TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. This is what is called diversifying your content. You're taking content from your main pillars, which would be the main 2 things of whatever you're doing. So if you're watching this, it's probably gonna be Twitch. And if you start a YouTube channel, it'll be YouTube. And then you branch that out and post all little clips and highlights and whatnot, things that you think will catch people's attention. YouTube clips are coming out soon, so that'll be a great tool for this. But then posting that to all other platforms. While this is a little bit more work, there are massive perks to doing this. The first one being all of your eggs won't be in one basket. If you are on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter, and one of them dies, you're fine because you have the other 3 that you're backed up on. Whereas if you only stuck to one and that platform dies, you have to rebuild from scratch. Instances of this happening are Mixer and Vine. A lot of Mixer streamers died out because they didn't have any content anywhere else. Vine completely died, same story. Platforms where this almost happened, you have YouTube and TikTok. YouTube with the DMCA stuff 10 years ago, which is why they made their content ID system. And then you also have TikTok, which with the whole government Chinese thing that went on, what, 3-4 months ago? TikTok almost went away. And this could still very well happen to Twitch with all the controversy going on right now. It's very important that you build yourself a solid support structure on multiple platforms. And the second biggest perk of doing this is it gets you more views. If you're posting something on more platforms, more people will see it, leading to more growth. And because you're already making the content for your stream and your YouTube, it's really easy to just cut it up, clip it up, and put it on another platform. Moving on to the 5th tip, and that is schedule out your streams. Set a schedule for your streams so that way your community knows when you will go live. Nothing is more frustrating than finding a streamer and you kind of like them, but you look at their schedule and you have no clue when they're going to be live or when you can find them. And on top of scheduling your streams, plan out your streams. Schedule what you will be doing inside of the stream. Plan which games you want to play. Do you want to do a game playthrough over the span of a couple streams? Do you want to do a series where you're trying to climb to the next rank in your favorite game? If you turn your stream into a story over the span of a couple weeks, you will keep your viewers entertained, you'll keep them engaged, and they will want to come back and follow along with this story. Another thing you can do is write down events that happened to you throughout the week and then tell it on your stream. Feel free to make it more funny or more entertaining because ultimately your stream is a show. You are there to be entertaining and to keep people entertained. So don't feel bad embellishing slightly your stories just to make it a little bit more fun. Having a game plan can help you not have to do everything on the spot and keep your stream entertaining even when you're at 0 viewers. So that way when people come in, you will have somebody interested who will want to stay and watch. And tip number 6 is improve yourself. If you upgrade yourself, your content likewise will also be upgraded. You can upgrade your health, so that way you have more energy to do the things that you want to do. You can upgrade your spending habits so you can be in a right place financially. Actively look back at your content and see what kinds of things can I improve, what can be better. Learn skills to upgrade your knowledge in things like editing, graphics, design, marketing, etc. Anything that can help make your content better than it was before. As long as you are always improving yourself, fixing your flaws, increasing your knowledge, not only will you find growth in your streams, but you'll simultaneously be improving your life as well. And I have one quick announcement, and that is last week I started a Patreon page. I think that it'll be a really fun platform where I can create fun and unique content that is maybe a little bit more personalized than I'm able to do on other platforms. There are multiple goals and tiers that you can check out. Link will be in the description below. But don't worry, because all my videos will still be here. They will still be free. You'll still get all the same value that you're getting now. If you found any of this helpful, help a brother out and hit like. As well as if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I respond to every single comment. Or if you prefer to ask me live on Twitch, I go live 2 nights a week at the moment. There will be a link in the description below. Ultimately, streaming is a lot more than just hitting go live, but I know that you can do it. I know you will do great things. I believe in you, and I wish you all the success in the world. I love you all, and I will see you next time.